so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated, but that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated, but she's got me captivated, so the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. She's got a body like a coke thing, she likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely, I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing, she likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely, I want that body, baby, show me. When you're undressed, I heard you like to get away, I heard you like to stay out late, I heard you had a couple boyfriends, I heard they didn't treat you right, I heard you're hated by your girlfriends, cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot, they say she's too cold, where she came from nobody really knows. They say she looks young, but say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out of control. And all the boys say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes and they'll cut you like a weapon. She's stuck in my mind like a bad obsession, got bad intentions. She's got a body like a coke thing, she likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely, I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing, she likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely, I want that body, baby, show me. You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in. Will you fucking fight back? You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think a straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more, speak out. It's about to head south. Never gonna make it, there's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back?
But it's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we could be.
All day and all night, we'd stay up, it felt so right. We were so young, we were so dumb. We would get drunk and then hook up. We were okay, we were alright, staying awake till the sunrise. We were in love, couldn't stop us, like a good drug, never run. We'd hook up in my car, driving so far, play you guitar, you'd show me your art, let down our guards, think with our hearts, stare at the stars. We were never apart, drinking too young, way too much fun, out in the sun, hoping when it's gone. Took you to prom, dance to our song, dance all night long till the lights come on.
It's too late now. I remember everything, and how careless we got. It's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we got.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. Late nights, long fights, it felt right, we were alive. We would go out, we were so loud, we were so proud, we had no doubts. Weekends and weekdays, we'd spend our own way. We were careless, we were fearless, we were reckless, time was precious. We loved to waste time, whiskey and wine, drinking all night, asleep by your side. Finally alive, we would just drive, never arrive. Our journey was live, staying out late, testing our fate, running away. We live for today, young and so bold, never get old. Screw what we're told, we can't be controlled.
It's too late now. I remember everything, and how careless we got. It's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we got.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it, I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest, I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the largest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest. Cause I promise you that I'm just getting started, and I promise you that my skills are getting sharper. So I'ma get charted, can't be guarded. Nah, I'm the one to get retarded. Get the party started, yeah, get the party started. Yeah, so let me get up on it, yeah. Bitch, you got me fucked up, I don't know what's up. Pour that shit in my cup, we bout to turn up. Crank this shit up so loud, sounds like we're sold out. In front of a whole crowd, we lose control now. Y'all take this shit too personally, everybody got a different version of me. Everybody gotta be learning from me, everybody wanna be working with me. And I feel like there's uncertainty and urgency to find out what you wanna be. But honestly, we change our minds constantly, so stop and breathe and find out who you wanna be. Failure ain't an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching, don't try to stop this. Work until I'm nauseous, cause I will not quit. No, because I want this, don't try to stop me. Failure ain't an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching, don't try to stop this. Work until I'm nauseous, cause I will not quit. No, because I want this, don't try to stop me now. Me, I don't give a fuck if you got a college degree. Did you learn anything? Really worth anything? 200 grand later and we're not even working. Student loans worth more than what we're earning. Best lesson I learned is to keep on searching. Find your true passion and get to work. And better take action or you end up serving. Yeah, that's a fact. So you better clean up your act. So you better grab yourself a sack and tell the world they can suck on that. Don't come back, pack your bags. You take a trip and don't relax. You hit the switch and just attack. You find your niche and make some racks. Don't hold back. Everybody wake up, it's time to break up with the life you made up. It's time to trade up, live the life you want now, a life you don't doubt. I could give a fuck how, just figure it out. Wake up, man, this life is a blur. Everyone's got an opinion, so which one you prefer? Cause I'll give you one that's coming from an entrepreneur. Don't give up on your dream if it's what you deserve. Failure ain't an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching, don't try to stop this. Work until I'm nauseous, cause I
Alright, can you hear me?
quit. No, because I want this, don't try to stop me.
I can hear you, and so can the rest of the world.
Cautious,
Hold on a second.
watching, don't try to stop this. Work until I'm nauseous, cause I will not quit. Because I want this, don't try to stop me.
Okay, alright. Alright, so alright, we're just waiting to get everybody together. I'm in the Google Hangout with Nitro. It's posted in the Hangout.
Failure ain't an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching, don't try to stop this. Work until I'm nauseous, cause I will not quit. No, because I want this, don't try to stop me now.
Turn down the music a little bit. I'm so not used to this.
Oh, wonder why.
No, I'm not used to this. 'Cause the screen is so much bigger.
Uh-oh.
The-
Oh,
the-
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, it's a temporary fix.
Test.
Oh, we can hear you.
We got voice,
Okay.
we got no video.
Yeah, I'm working on that one. That's next. I'm hoping it's as simple as.
Is what's his name coming in?
There's more than welcome to.
How many we have in the room? Like 2?
Like 30. 43.
Oh, are we on cam or are we just voice right now?
We're just voice right now.
Oh, okay.
I'll have us cam shortly. It'll be a rotating cam though.
Oh, it's gonna be like that. We're not gonna be able to do the whole.
Yeah, well, I can try to manually do it, but it's going to look horrible.
Hmm.
Temporary solutions. Just like old school Mod Envy, we're holding it together with duct tape and rubber bands.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we're not going to be doing any crazy intros or anything today. 'Cause, Scope is with everything, and he is doing Gotham tonight. But most of us were here, so I just wanted to have a conversation. All right, let me get in chat. All right.
You ready for him to see your ugly face there?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Look at my ugly face.
Does that work for short-term fix?
Mm-hmm. That works. Okay, that helps. What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's been a little while. All right, now, Tiger, say something.
I'm still struggling a little bit. I'm trying to
Camera's
get
working.
myself organized. I don't know. Yeah, I know, but it's been a while since I've had all this on my screen. I'm like, how do I arrange myself? My desk's been moved around a lot, and
I got a whole new computer. I don't know about y'all. The
Oh, yeah,
laptop,
that would be a big
sadly, is
investment.
no more. It's the end of an era.
The end of an error or the end of an era?
Both.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, I love it.
Well, that was like the laptop I got after the Great Rage Quit incidents. And
Oh my God.
yeah, my old Asus, I put it to the pasture. I still use it as a backup, but I built me a brand new Ryzen system. Yeah. That laptop went to many a vape meet with me.
Hey, look what shirt fits now.
Yeah, I remember when we got those shirts, and like they fit no one because Lonnie thought everybody was a medium.
Oh, no.
Oh, why? Yeah, the camera on the Google Hangouts are kinda,
Not good.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
They wanted this in 720p, so I bumped up. I was going to just cast in 420 because like the bulk of what we're going to say is like verbal.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, I want to show everybody. Tiger made this for me. This is a custom Vapor Joe's hat. This is actually my
Wrong
star
side.
and
Wrong side.
Oh, is it right here?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
buddy. This is actually my signature and star. My real signature.
Yes, it was digitized for use on that, and it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
And then, of course, hold on. Boom.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Yeah. What I wanted to do with these was, I don't know, make a few, and just see, if anybody would be interested in something like this, just because it's just cool. I like the idea of the star, because that's the whole day for Joe's thing. And then my signature's pretty flamboyant to begin with, So just, you should have, now what she does, she uses cricket?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, she uses her cricket. We have a lot to talk about, by the way, as far as like what's been going down since Christmas. Anyway, for Christmas I bought her a cricket, and she's been being cricket crazy.
It's so fun.
And she's been making clothes and hoodies and this and that and the other thing. And she knows I like headgear, and so she made this. And this is how did you do this?
Sorry, I did something to my mic. I don't know what I did. All right, I think it's fixed now. It was buzzing really hard. I was afraid you guys could hear it, but you just marched on, so I guess it was all right. Now, what was the question?
How did you make it?
Well, I can't describe that here. You use the machine.
Well, anyway, her machine's cutting out my signature, okay? And this thing's like, all right, picture a printer, old school dot matrix printer, but now with little knives. And it's like, it's moving back and forth.
The problem is your signature is not a perfectly, how you say, smooth image. It's not a perfectly smooth curve with very few points on it. That drawing probably had 40,000 nodes. And so every node indicates a change of direction, and the blade was trying to accomplish that. We are boring the hell out of people. This is deep geek shit.
No, somebody says you should do a cricket Christmas spectacular. Tiger.
I'm speechless. I guess I have many months to think about that and prepare.
Anyway, so
hopefully next Christmas we also don't take like a 4-month break.
Well, yeah. Well, what happened was
life. That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, what happened? We wound up going to Canada. You guys know that. And then once Christmas hit, we had New Year's, and so it just boom, boom, one thing after another, and every time we tried to do something, 2 people couldn't show up, or we couldn't show up, or this person couldn't show up, or that person couldn't show up, and we just kept constant every weekend. It was just, Scope's real busy with Gotham now. Nitro works. I'm always available.
I've got like 5 promotions since I talked to you last time. All joking aside, I literally got like 3 or 4 promotions.
The problem is, and we all have to face realities here, is vaping shows aren't what they used to be. I remember Mod Envy with 3, 4, 5,000 viewers. It used to be insanity, and it slowly, trickle down. On a good night, Mod Envy you'd get like 150. And what's going on is, we've been doing this how long now? 5 years? 6 years?
6.5 years.
Yeah, 6.5 years. So what happens is you kind of get burned out a little bit, and you need time to take a break and kind of, recalibrate and stuff. So what we thought was, for now, Mod Envy, we're going to do Mod Envy, but it's either going to be a once or twice a month show, because it's easier for everybody to kind of get together. Plus, we can focus, the giveaways in the show could focus on more big things, because it's not every week. Now it's, once or twice a month. And by doing that, it's more of a spectacular kind of a show than it is, week after week after week after week after week.
Hey guys,
So-
what you vaping on you?
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much. And half the time when we do our shows, we don't even talk about vaping. We wind up talking about other things. So it's been just a little, should we do a general show? I mean, I like doing shows. I like being in front of people. I like talking to the people who come to my website. I find it a lot of fun. Most people find it boring, but I find it fun. Most people have 9-to-5 jobs. Most people have, real hardcore responsibilities that prevent them from doing that. I'm lucky enough that I can do it, but the problem is finding somebody else like you. It's rough. Trying to do it. Right, Tiger?
Tiny is still doing what Tiny does.
Tiny shirt, it's over. Tiny, I don't know whatever happened to her. She wanted to come back. We had plans. This was a few years ago. And she said, I'm coming. She never showed up, and I never heard from her again. And she still vapes. I think what she's doing is pretty much concentrating on raising her son.
Yeah.
And, now with our son, being schooled and what have you, it just takes a lot of toll. It takes a lot of time and energy to deal with that. Tiger is full-time mom, full-time teacher, full-time wife.
John Q. Public, we might have some news that'll make you happy.
What's up?
He said step 1, go back to Saturday night.
Well, the way we were going to start was, I think it was going to be, was it the first Saturday of every month?
Yep.
Yeah, it was the first Saturday of every month, excuse me. If there's going to be a holiday, like just say, I don't know, Halloween falls on a Saturday or New Year's Eve or something crazy, we would do the day before. Well, if it's New Year's Eve, you can't even do it the day before because that's that whole time is screwed anyway. But we found it to be safe, and we'll probably maybe, I don't know the time. I don't know if it's still going to be 10. It may be earlier. Still 2-hour show, but probably a little earlier, I think. Because what happens is between 10 and 12, it really kills the evening. And lately, I would say in the last 6 to 7 months, me and Tiger have been really appreciating the evenings more, and we like our evenings together, right, Tiger?
Your mic's not working now.
Your mic is not working. She has the best computer ever.
It was working perfectly. What did you do? Okay, so the rest of the episode will be pantomimed by Tiger. I'm just going to leave the camera locked on her.
Oh, and yeah, so we'll get more into that. So let's run it down here real quick. So let's kind of talk a little bit about what happened, in the last few months with you guys. I'm going to start with Nitro, then we'll just move around.
Well,
Let's talk about these 80 promotions, sir.
Well, ever since me and the girlfriend broke up, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that happened. Sorry.
Yeah, that happened. Not a big deal. It was mutual. She lived in Indiana. It wasn't bad reasons. It's just I couldn't get up there and she couldn't get down here, and we went, this isn't working.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been focusing on my job, and I got back into call center work, which is where I belong. That's where I was when I started Mod Envy, and I quickly rose up the chain. So yeah, I actually just got. So over the Christmas holiday, I got into a seasonal role. They liked me in the seasonal role. They put me in a permanent role. I did so well there. I got another promotion on top of that, and now I just got promoted to the team lead last Friday.
Cool. So how much more is that in money?
A lot.
All right, that's good.
I almost doubled my salary.
Oh, nice.
Enough that I bought a brand new car.
Brand new?
Brand new, 2019 Toyota Corolla hatchback.
You know, now, the last time we left Nitro, he was looking at Mustangs, BMWs.
I had my beat-up Mustang that had no back window because a tree fell on it. The only reason I have the 2019 Corolla is they wouldn't let me buy the TRD as a first-time Toyota owner, which is actually working out in my favor because I'm on the order list for the Supra. So I'll have a 2020 Supra.
Okay. Damn, man.
It's
right.
been all good for me. It's actually been no sexual favors. I'm getting no sex, so I get cars. This is apparently how this works.
And he gets enough cars until he gets sex.
Fuck that. I'd rather have the
Then
cars.
he winds up selling all the cars to pay for the woman.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Test.
I can hear you.
It works.
See?
There's Axel, by the way.
Just hope.
Axel, your turn. What have you been doing?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, last May I got a new job. Working in the oil field now. You know, just trying to make that work. Hectic schedule. Anywhere between 14 and 16 days straight. 16, 18-hour days. Then a week off after that. And alternating day and nights. So.
Oh, we're lucky we got you tonight then.
Yes, I'm actually on day shift right now, so it worked out.
How are you liking the work though? Is it a good move? You happy?
It's not bad work, but the money's a hell of a lot better than what I was doing. So.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
It definitely works out because the wife's going to have to take off work here in a couple of months for some surgery. So.
Okay, we got some people asking, who's that? This is Axel. The person that puts up the links for you? That's who this is.
Yeah. We
very important, if often not as visible member of the team.
Yeah.
Like...
But he looks like he fits in because he's got the beard and the
Yeah.
hat backwards and that thing, and so he fits in. So it's all good.
I try anyway.
Going back to why this has taken so long to get y'all an answer, it's not like it's just me and Joe that have to coordinate, or Joe and Scope that have to. There's a lot of people in the background that make Mod Envy that you don't see on the camera all the time. So
Right.
it's a complete team effort, and when stuff doesn't line up and like one or two of the face pieces are gone, face pieces being like myself, Joe, Tiger, the ones you're used to seeing, Scope, Courtney, when a couple of them are gone, you don't really have enough to do the show because it doesn't just run itself.
Well,
It's true. When people don't know what we do behind the scenes and still try to keep up with conversation, and there's a lot going on. Like for instance, when you're not there, I'm lost. I go really quiet because I got your job and mine to do. So.
all right. Now I'll go out on a limb and say that my wife has taken off some weight. She has joined the I think we're in this whole kind of like family thin mood.
Now see, Joe, I'm going to teach you how to get some brownie points. Because it's impossible that she could have taken off weight and became any more beautiful than she already was.
Oh, I already loved you, Nitro, but you keep up talking like that.
Well, I told her, I said, by losing weight, she's actually becoming less beautiful.
See,
Because
you're
she's
doing it wrong,
losing-
Joe.
Because she's a losing mass, thus losing her imprint.
Oh, please.
Anyway, so Tiger has, I'm not going to say how much, but she's proud of herself. and
She lost 1.2 pounds. The weight of my soul that I haven't been around her.
Oh, Nitro! You're making me blush.
I haven't had to use real compliments on anybody. I just go to work, do my reports, and go home.
Oh, well, you're welcome to just practice on me. I'm available, and I'll let you know which ones are really good, so you can use them again.
But I don't want to. I have my cars. I got Joe all flustered now, by the way.
No. I was. You know what happens is I talk a lot, if you haven't noticed, and when people cut me off, well, I didn't say you really cut me off, but people start talking, it throws me off my rhythm.
Well, no, actually, what it does is, you take a breath and let somebody else have a turn.
Yeah, but once the oxygen gets back into my brain, it makes me forget everything I was saying. It's like it jump starts my brain again. Anyway, so if we're talking about weight, I'm still the same. I was maybe a little thinner, but my body's changing. It's weird. You can lose weight. Like right now, I weigh about 248 pounds, right? I've been this weight probably now, what, a year?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
But I look completely different than I did a year ago because it's changed.
You've got more muscle. Yeah.
Your fat that you used to have, if you have any left, doesn't stay. It just kind of evens out through your body. It's weird. But it's an interesting journey. Every day I still find new things that I could do that I couldn't do. But other than that, it's all good. Now, Tiger, it was really funny since we're doing the show today. Tiger got a mystery package in the mail today.
I forgot to turn my mic back on. I am really rusty. Anyway, the mystery package. Okay, well, I have had a Swarren Air. Now, I have one, but I've had one in my cart at Fasta for about 3 months. Okay? Now, I've never pulled the trigger. I've never paid for it. It just sits there in the cart. I visit it once in a while and then I leave. And I've never gotten around to deciding if I really want the second one or not. So today I get this parcel in the mail and I get little stuff from all over all the time. So I don't worry about it. But I look at this and I open it up and it's like a Swarren Air. And it's like, well, I didn't order that. Look at the tag. Yeah, it's from Fast Tech. So I went back to my orders and I thought, did I order it and not know it? No. It's still in my cart where I left it. So I don't know.
All right, guys. So I figured out
presents, or is somebody drop shipping me stuff and I don't know?
No, it's no. I figured it out. It's a bug in the Fast Tech shopping cart. What happens is if you leave something in your shopping cart for 3 months exactly to the day, it's immediately shipped.
Oh my god. Could I be that lucky? No. Really. I don't know. Maybe they just looked at what I've spent over the years and went, gee, we miss you. I haven't made a purchase there in a while, so they're like, we miss you. Come back.
Yeah, Fast Tech isn't what it used to be.
No.
All the Chinese manufacturers have raised their prices.
I blame Wish.
But yeah, like there's I was actually believe it or not, I was on the phone with the owner of Broke Dick a few days ago. We were just hashing over some things, and he was saying there's like literally no money in hardware anymore. You can't even. It's so hard to resell. And I was like, well, I could see it because everybody's fighting, and there's more and more companies. There's even more Chinese manufacturers coming out with mods that manufacturers we haven't even heard of now. So we're used to Aspire, Smoke, Enjoy, with Tofo and all them. But you're going to get a whole new gang, I'm going to call it, of Chinese. I don't know if they're going to be knockoffs. I don't know if they're going to be their own kind of mods or their own systems, but they're coming out with a whole huge new thing.
Well, that's part of the decline of like the vaping show. Like way back when Mod Envy started, it took hard work to get a good vape, and you needed that support system. Like I'm actually working on getting off of Salt Nicks now because they're starting to mess with me, which is why I got up and got my Rage. But you can go to the store and get $30-$40 setup, and yeah, you're good to vape for the next 2 years. It's not this constant chasing the new tech to get something that actually hits good.
Well, and you can get something that works terrific straight out of a package or box. You don't have to tinker and have tools and own a torch and pliers. And,
Yeah.
You can if you want to, if that's your thing. If you turn it into a hobby, cool, do that. It's no longer a requirement. And back then, it kind of was a requirement.
And you want to laugh. What was it? Tiger, was it about a week and a half ago? You showed me on Vapor DNA. Now, me and Tiger like our Enjoys. We like our quick, fast, easy. We just take them with us. We don't have to carry rigs and stuff. But they're coming out with these. Well, it's not Enjoy, but it's I don't know who makes it, but it's basically a 2 or 3 milliliter Salt Nick disposable Jewel. It looked like. Ooh, did I say? What? No, that's what I said.
Oh well.
It's a disposable, and you vape it till it dies, and you throw it away. And it's 2 for, was it $20? And then I would say probably 2 for $18 after discount. Now that sounds like a lot of money, but for somebody who buys disposable e-cigs, it's not, because that's going to last you probably 3 or 4 days, whereas a disposable usually only lasts you a day, and they cost the same. So you're getting more vape for the same cost. And you could do that. I was outside a building today, and a guy was vaping on the whatever shall not be named device, and I was talking to him about it, and got getting into it about vaping and what I do for a living and stuff like that, and he didn't even know anything about mods or tanks or juice or anything. He just knew about menthol and tobacco from that particular company, and that's it. He didn't even need to talk to anybody, and he just popped it in and it worked. And that's what hurt the community, I think. The simplicity of it all. It kind of reminds me of computers. Remember when I don't know, you got to be probably 40 plus to remember this, but back in the 80s when you were using computers and calling BBSs, you felt like you were on the inside. You were doing something nobody else was doing, and then all of a sudden computers turned into a toaster, and now anybody can use one. So it's not fun anymore. Right, Tiger?
I was debating, do I turn my mic back on? Do I not? And this seems to be, for this show anyway, your time filler, right, Tiger?
Yes, you are. You're my what y'all vaping on.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So I'm just reading what people say. I still have 4 RX down.
Oh, yeah, the real Sean still using RX 200. Me too. You don't fix what ain't broke.
I know. They come out with they have 17 renditions of it now. They've been trying to push that 700 battery forever, and it's just not taking off because they came in too late with it. If they came in, say, 2016 with that battery, that would have destroyed the 18650. But actually, I'm wrong, because 18650s are popular because they're coming to left. where they used to. I don't know if they don't use 18650s in laptops anymore, but they used to pull the laptop.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? On those thin laptops, really?
Yeah.
They must be only using one or two then, because those battery packs are big. Well, anyways, what they'll do is they'll rip the battery packs out of dead laptops, pull the 18650s out, clean them, rewrap them, and sell them as new. And like Ultrafire and Trustfire and all those guys will sell them real cheap. And that's what most things were using early on. Remember that? The Trustfire and Ultrafires?
Oh yeah. I remember the guidelines. It was like, if it has fire in the name, you know what to expect.
And you know what? Very few of us blew ourselves up.
Yes, that is true.
You know, I think the first vapors were smart, and every like generation of vapor, and I mean, and every generation of vapor is every year, and every generation they become dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. More explosions. You know, just the simplest devices are exploding on people. You know, it's like back in the day we needed to like solder resistors and you know, the people are using like blue foam and all kinds of crazy stuff, and everybody's fine.
Oh God, when
Well, I
MOSFETs
think-
became a thing and everybody tried to become an electrical engineer.
Well, I really do think, though, that all of us have at least one story. I remember having, now I forget exactly which one it was, but it was one of the pipe mods. Yeah, 2 mods, I meant to say. And the switch was on the bottom and it wasn't adjusted just right. And while I'm washing dishes, this thing is auto firing the whole time on the counter, just giving her. And I mean, I watched the whole sink of dishes and I go to pick this thing up and it smelled hot before I even got to it. And I'm like, that's not good. Kind of poke it over and you could hear the switch release and it was like, oh, damn. Barely touch it. It's like screaming hot. Just take everything apart with gloves on, throw it on the cold windowsill. And I seem to remember somebody having a Saber Touch go kind of haywire.
Oh, who was that?
I don't know. It might be some dude that had it on a chainmail chain and didn't think through real well on how, you know, touch plus metal connected to metal.
Well, no, what happened was the copper chain was in my vape bag, and I think my 18650s got loose or something. One of the cases opened, and a little short in my suitcase or something crazy. That happened to a few people. People just chuck 18650s in their bags, and they don't realize you can't do that because just like what happened with me. My lanyard was made of copper, and it boop, boop, positive, negative, and guess what? Now you got a short. So gotta be careful with that. But then the AWs came out. AWIMRs, remember? Those are big.
How
and
could I
then,
forget? Here, I'll give a throwback vape. If it works. It works. I'm holding way too much money in my fucking hands right now.
What is it?
It's an authentic Hades with an authentic Zenith with an authentic cherry vape, stainless steel drip tip.
I don't know. Is it ever gonna get like that? Are we gonna be like 60 years old, and are we gonna be like, you know how like the older people in California, especially Latinos, they'll redo bikes and chrome them out, make them look sick, and they'll ride them, and they're much older people, but they're totally thugged out. Are we gonna start doing that? Like when we're like 60, we're gonna have these big rigs, and they're gonna be all chromed out and tricked out, and we'll be vaping on it while everybody else is vaping on their, you know, little whatever. You know, it's like it's the evolutions. Like the old vapors, I don't think are gonna stop vaping. I just think there's gonna be like a whole collection of nostalgia that's gonna start happening. I think a lot of old vape gear is gonna be worth money.
Quick answer for chat. dark chat still is a thing. I don't know if that link will work because that goes to the YouTube gaming site, which is no more. But now you can set regular YouTube to dark.
Somebody asked, did the Saber Touch guy go crazy? I don't know what happened to Sir Lawrence. I think he was making them, and he was doing really good. In fact, his mod is now sitting in South Park.
That link does work. It kind of bombs, but it knows how to redirect, so it should be good.
You know, he all of a sudden, he flipped out and vanished, and that was it. Vapor Moon or whatever it was taken down, and he stopped making them, and that was it. And we never heard from him again.
Well, we've had a lot of greats move on from the community.
Well, there's old school things I wanted to try that I never really got to play with, like Raw Vapor. Remember Raw Vapor?
Yep.
I wanted to try the original Boba's Bounty.
Well, that was AVE.
Yeah, but in the original AVE bottles.
Yeah, I know.
You know the perfume bottles.
The perfume bottles,
like?
Yeah. See, that was the thing back in the day. You would have like one person that had like a special guy in China that could get him a fucking weird ass bottle.
Well, people had to separate themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I came up with a lot of ideas that I never went through with, but they all happened. I was like, yeah, get skull bottles and put juice in them. Huh? Happened.
Yep.
Fucking did it. There's the bottles were great, but now Unicorn just took them all over because they're just functional and they're cheap.
And gorillas.
Well, yeah, the gorilla unicorns. But I don't know. I mean, juice has been so cheap now; it's almost impossible to put up juice deals. So, is it going to go backwards? You know, eventually, what happens is everything starts getting really cheap, and then it goes backwards, and people want the artisan, oak barrel aged,
gluten free,
quinoa
exactly.
Juice. Quinoa juice, yes. Yeah.
The juice makers out there. Juice makers out there, come up with the quinoa, kale, smoothie juice, and all the hipsters will love it. Call it pumpkin spice latte, double your market share.
Hey, evil woman, you have weak thumbs? Hey, Nitro, why don't you show her the awesome bottle you don't need good thumbs with?
The floppy dick bottle?
The floppy dick bottle. Yeah, you need floppy dick bottles, Eva.
I don't know where my floppy dick bottle is. Like I don't use the pulse anymore, and that's the bottle I use for the pulse. I still have the pulse. The pulse is right here. I just don't use it much anymore because of the rage.
Oh, and I also we were speaking of mods since Eva's in the room. I remember a certain mod blowing up on Eva it wasn't on her like driveway. Didn't a battery pack get pierced or something?
That was the smoke. Was it the gripper? No, it wasn't the gripper. It was the... Fuck! I think my...
Eva's in a room. What was it called, Eva? The one that blew up on you.
The pipe, she says.
Oh. No, it wasn't the pipe. It was a square box mod. And what happened was the LiPo battery bag wasn't secure, so it would bang around. And there was, screws, and it would pierce the bag. And that bag would just go...
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. It had a weird shape. It was rectangular, but not.
It was what came after the grip. It was a replacement for the gripper.
Yeah.
The groove.
Yeah.
Groove,
yeah.
That's it. That groove. Yeah. Yes, I have a groove. Yes, I remember that. I remember doing a deal on the groups for $5 because they were blowing up on people, and people were still buying them.
Yeah, it went up on Derek too.
Well, all you had to do really was open it and secure the bag.
Yeah, but if you dropped it like a foot and you didn't do that, it blew up on you.
Exactly.
Like, Derek fell off of his nightstand, and Derek was the guy that made the Clapton coil, the inventor of the Clapton coil. It fell off of his nightstand onto a carpeted floor and exploded.
A small gust of wind knocked
And-
it over on my table, and it blew off the side of my table.
And let's see here. John Q reminded us, it seems to me you had a certain very highly sought after mod go through the watch. That was one of the best endorsements for that mod ever.
The fucking Provari?
No, Joe. I can't remember the name of it. The names are all on the tip of my tongue tonight, and I can't.
What are you
pull it.
talking about?
The really nice DNA that went.
The Hannah.
That went through the wash. No, not the Hannah.
Oh, SX Mini.
Yes. That's the one.
You know, I sold that XS Mini for full price. Told them what happened, and they bought it anyway.
That's why they bought it. They know that one's indestructible.
Yeah. Now, did you see the new SX Mini that came out? Well, it's the new SX.
It's like the AA class because they've started running out of fucking letters.
Well, no, because it's a voltage mod.
Yeah.
It's variable voltage. Or something like that, and it's really weird because I was wondering why they were doing that, and then and now I've noticed a lot of more box mods are coming out with variable voltage, 8-volt box mods, but like full on electric,
Well, even in
short
like
protection and stuff, but
even in the mech world, it's going back again. Like I'm actually running box mods. You might remember him. What's his name? JD. Yeah, JD mods. I'm going to be getting a lipo custom box with scout troopers all over it, custom lasered edge. But on the inside of it, all it is a PWM mod. And I mean, if you remember back in the days, like the what was it, the Young June lava tube, when we had the two versions of the clone lava tube, and you had to know which one you had, and one of them had the rattlesnake effect, and one didn't.
Yeah. Young June lava tube, man, that was the first one. I still have them. I have them up in the closet somewhere. My original lava tubes. Then I got the version 2s from Volcano, which are still to this day a very nice mod. And of course, I have my Darwin and my Poldiak. I have some old school nice mods, but I don't think I'll ever part with Charles because that originally was Rich Gavina's Darwin, and what happened was he needed to go to Chicago for a vape meet, and the tickets were expensive. And I said, well, listen, how about this? I've always wanted your Darwin, and you need to get to Chicago. Let's trade. I'll buy you a plane ticket. You give me your Darwin. He goes, okay. And that was it. And every once in a while, he'd come by and visit Charles.
He's been losing a lot of weight and working out, too.
What's that?
He's been losing a lot of weight and working out, too. And going bowling more often.
Yeah. He's been doing incredibly well and feeling good doing it, so that's great.
Yeah, I always see his Facebook updates. It's always him on a treadmill or something. But he always looks pained. You ever see that after he's done with the workout? He's like, oh.
No.
I put a link in for the JD Box Mods group so you can see what I'm talking about by like super custom laser edge shit. His mods look awesome.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're your classic.
Hammond box, yeah.
What's that? No, what is he using in there? Because I see a whole board. There's a whole board in there.
Yep. Well, it depends on which one you get. He does them custom. I'm not doing anything with the resolution, Miss Trixie.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's spazzing out on you, try hitting the settings and auto select what you want. It could be a YouTube buffering issue because YouTube. Max is 720. Yeah. But yeah, what he does is like you can get PWM, you can get a smart PWM, you can get a MOSFET, you can just get a hardwired, and he actually has like PCBs on it, so it looks a little cleaner. Like you remember when you got the Dream Box, you're like, this is just parts thrown in here. It's a more professional looking one that does all the stuff that people that want like mechanical style boxes can do. So like mine will just have a potentiometer on the outside and a LiPo battery on the inside and a USB port. And it's basically a mech that's running off of a little poly bag. But it goes through a smart PWM module. And it'll go up to like 250 watts.
Wow, that's crazy.
We are having a really bad storm out my way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
There we go.
should be back.
Okay. Anyway, so this wasn't really an official show. This was just more for us to catch up and tell you guys what was going on, because I know everybody's like, "Where are you?" I was posting some like deals, and John Q's like, "I am not clicking on one of your deals until you do another show."
Oh,
So-
that's awesome. So we have John Q to thank for this.
No. I was just like, but it's true. We haven't talked to anybody, and posting on Facebook, it's just like, eh. So now it's March 8th. Now, of course, this isn't going to be the official show and what have you. And I'm trying to make another intro. I actually have something in mind, but I'll have to go over it with Nitro at some point.
Hashtag Fiverr.
And so maybe, probably this month we could fit in a regular show. And we gotta wait for Smokey though, because somebody said he's on a hiatus or he's doing something, and he's the one who gathers all our giveaways and stuff from from all the people. So gotta wait for him too. So again, this is why all these cogs have to start rolling again for the machine to actually start moving. So now somebody said Smokey was on hiatus. How long did he say he was on to be on? Tiger, did he ever?
I'm not in this loop.
Oh, okay. Well, I no. What I'm saying is somebody just said he was on hiatus, so I didn't know. Are we still live?
We should be. I'm showing green all the way across.
Oh, it's pretty bad. No, I don't know.
Everything's running fine.
No, it's not that. Because you sure it's not your internet connection? How is this connection, guys? Can you see?
Yeah, I know my task manager's live.
Oh, okay. Because it's really terrible for me. Oh, let me realize.
I mean, that's why I have my task manager live. My computer's not even sweating.
Are you using your onboard GPU, or is that NVIDIA or AMD?
What are you talking about on board?
Like for instance, some people have like onboard GPUs, meaning it's part of the motherboard, like packed into the.
I got it right. Hang on. Let me go up to my CPU. This many cores doesn't come with an onboard CPU or GPU.
Oh, okay. Okay, so anyway, so guys, sometime this month we're gonna have another show. I just wanted to get with everybody, just pretty much explain what was going down, and have you guys understand why we haven't done a show in a little while. Now, like I said, it's gonna depend on Smokey if we get the show done. We're offline. Hello,
I'm here.
we're offline.
Why is it showing green to me then? God damn.
But so we'll see you sometime this month, hopefully. And until then, thanks for showing up. Sorry, it's been late, Joe.
I'm intentionally turning off the stream now. Oh, you didn't see my meme. There's my meme that I started the show with. Because I started to a black screen and everybody's like, who's on right now? Who's on right now? So I put up this meme. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Shutting the stream down.